It seems like every popular restaurant chain is putting out frozen meals these days. Some are great, others not so much. Here are the top 10 frozen restaurant meals that are as good as the real thing. I did stir it up and it is coated. I mean, it's nice. Another thing that's nice about it is it appears soupy within here. When I turn it upside down, it's not really dripping, it's coated on here. Let's get this in my belly. That's pretty darn good, guys. That is pretty darn good. Here's what I like about it. And again, this is the rotini speaking. Real big, supple. It takes up a lot of room in your mouth, and I like that. Perfectly cooked pasta within the microwave, coated. It's just glistening. Look at that. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's like the light is just hitting off. It's sparkly. And it is just really rich cheese flavor. And when I say rich, I mean rich as in golden and just serious comfort food. Not rich as in decadent and gourmet. This is American fare, guys. And this tastes really, really good. We have a shrimp here. We got some dipping sauce. That's steamy. Man. Oh my God, that's good. That's really good. Shrimp shop. Okay, that doesn't affect my review because I just bit too far up on the tail. That is unbelievably good. That is really, really, really good. I don't know any other way to describe it. That is unbelievably good. Smelled good when I took them out of the bag. Smelled good when I was cooking it. Smells amazing now that I took it out. I'm ready to see how it tastes. Hopefully it's not too hot. That's some good stuff. You can see it's still steaming. It's hot, but I didn't burn myself. It's just the right amount of potato in there. Not too dry, not too slimy. The cheese, that's real cheddar cheese, and that cheese does not taste like that processed Cheese Whiz cheese. It tastes like, really real cheddar cheese melted. But the bacon, that crispy bacon, that makes it. This is really, really good. Let me try another one. Is that first? Oh yeah. Yep. Yes. That pepper is unmistakable. Great seasoning. Really it's got a nice like simmer on the back of my throat now with this spiciness. Is it as crunchy as it can be in the deep fryer? Absolutely not. However, in the oven, it's not soggy. Sometimes when you take frozen fries and you put it in the oven, it just doesn't come out right. It just you may as well just like make mashed potatoes. But this actually came out a lot crispier. I think it has to do with the coating. I think it has to do with kind of all this grease going on in here. It just crunches up a little bit, and I'm really happy with that. Size, very consistent with what you get at a Rally or Checkers. But the seasoning is what I came for. That's what makes it famous fries, and this is just as good from the freezer aisle. These crab cakes, for 2 crab cakes, was over $8. So my expectations are pretty high here, and I hope that this Phillips brand crab cakes actually delivers. So let's say we take a bite, see how it tastes. This definitely tastes like a restaurant quality crab cake. The shrimp is not too chewy. Good taste in the shrimp. Great taste in the crab. The seasoning, as I had hoped, was very, very good. Not overly salty or peppery. Definitely taste the celery. And there's a little bit of salt in there coming through, but the seasoning, whatever seasoning is in there, is definitely really, really top quality. Let's see how this tastes. It's good. I like the barbecue sauce on these pizzas. I like it in the restaurant, I like it here. Rich, tomatoey, but smoky. Really like that barbecue. The chicken, there's a lot of chicken on here. I was actually pretty impressed by the amount of chicken, as well as the onions. It's equally represented in terms of toppings. The chicken is a little dry, but you know, I did bake this in the oven. It's not something that was underneath plastic and put in the microwave. So you gotta give it a little credit. However, considering that it's dry on the outside, once you bite into it, it's not like, oh, what is this like sand cube that I just ate? It's actually quite enjoyable. 6 meatballs here, which is a suggested serving size. I will tell you that suggested serving size should really be maybe 36 meatballs because these things rule. We'll see. I've only had them in the past from the IKEA restaurant. I've never had it the take-home kind, and we'll see if we can reproduce that same goodness. I'm gonna put this on my fork here. I'm gonna show you a close-up. Meatball. Nothing fancy there. I would say from a size, it's about 3/4 to 7/8 in diameter. I just spit something out of my mouth. I don't know what that is. I was saliva wet with anticipation. And what does it smell like? It doesn't smell like anything except meat. I'm not really picking up any major spices here. It's, I could see it glistening a little bit with some oil. Let's get this in my belly and see how it tastes. It's a good meatball, guys. Decent amount of steak inside, right? That was just one packet inside. Decent amount of cheese, not overpowering. When I took a fork and put it on the bread, it just broke apart. I mean, it became like shaved steak. It's amazing. Because that thing was solid as a rock before I stuck it in the microwave. Broke apart really nicely. It smells awesome. I can't resist. I need to get this in my belly and tell you how it tastes. See that? It's a decent amount of steak in there. The cheese is good. The bread is phenomenal. Let me say the last thing about the bread, and I'm not going to talk about the bread anymore. This bread is unbelievable. It is a feat of engineering, how I can get a soft piece of bread out of this. Let's look at the other one. Out of a almost frozen solid piece of bread here. Amazing, amazing bread. Here we go. They're hot. The cheese has melted. I cooked it in for 60 seconds. The bread smells really good. Freshly baked. It smells like that at least. Still picking up the onion, which I love. Maybe that's why you don't like White Castle. Because you don't like onions.
I like them cooked, but I don't like them.
You don't like it like this. I love onions. Let's get this in my belly.
Maybe it's the ratio of onion to burn.
That is awesome. I don't know about you. I don't think this needs anything else. Cheese, onion, meat, bread. That's all you need.
So I realized I never finished my review of the Lou Malnati's spinach pizza because why? I took it out of the oven and I started eating it and I ate it all because it was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. Thick crust, crispy, buttery, thick crust. nice crust. Layers and layers and layers of spinach and a rich sauce with real tomato pieces in it, and gooey cheese and Parmesan on top of that. It was fantastic. It was the closest thing to an actual restaurant experience that I've ever had when it comes to a frozen pizza. Yes, it is very pricey. Yes, if you guys are nostalgic for Malnati's or Chicago deep dish pizza, you're gonna want to spend that kind of money. I give this a perfect 5 out of 5 star rating.